Hello. Welcome. Monday. It is time for some more Riven, I suppose. I said I was going to play a bit today. I don't know how much I can play for. 2, maybe 3 hours at most. Depending what happens. Hello, kitty. You want to help me solve puzzles? Hey. She hasn't been eating very well lately, and I'm a little bit worried. Want to come sit on my lap? You can do that, but I do have to play the game. You know, you had like 30 minutes before this to like snuggle or whatever. You didn't need to do it now, but you can sit there. Let's load up frog game. Okay, so I have been thinking about this for a while. Although now it's too quiet. I need to turn it up a bit. Volume mixer. Turn it up. Let's try that again. There we go. Now we're actually making sound. Sorry, a cat jumped on my lap. She's being very lovely and all that, but I needed to move her. Let me fix my camera. It's being a bit weird here. There we go. And she knocked over my microphone, and that made a loud sound. So good thing the mic was muted. But yeah, we're playing more Riven. I turned it up. Can play for probably 2 or 3 hours. Before I have to go. It is Monday. Normally I'd be at work right about now, but it is Labor Day, so come enjoy some Labor Day puzzles, I guess. Okay, so I've been thinking about this for a bit. There's a few things that I'm interested in. So the main one being this. Why is this here? If I can't turn, like, I need to turn off the fan. Maybe I can go through the pipe or something comes out of it or something like that. What is this for? Other than maybe showing me that gas goes this way. I still don't know what the ore thing does, maybe other than telling me that's how the whole system works. However, you see these, like there's these pipes here. Like there's this one that looks like it goes over here. And then there's like this building over here with like another pipe going to it. So I'm fairly convinced there's got to be a way to go left and right. And I checked up here and there wasn't really a way to do it. So I think what I need to do is just try out all these screens. And like we'll just click around. See if there's anything we can do that is... Maybe there's like a thing. I haven't really interacted with these screens. Just want to see if there's a way that I can do something, I guess. Those are all turning. This is just going forward. Oh. I can close the door. I don't know what the point of that is, but I can close it, I guess. Which I suppose is a thing I didn't know before. Oh. I see. There are hidden doors. Well, let's go this way first. Well, that would have been nice to know. I wasted so much time picking up the frog. I still don't know what the frogs are for, but we found doors that maybe let us do something. A spinny ball. Looks like it's some form of pump or something. It spins. There's a thing over here, which I can't seem to touch. There's like a yellow thing on the ball that I really want to touch. Like, what is this? That has got to be something. I don't really see what I can do with this. I gotta be more careful about just clicking through, because there's probably other things. Ah, this takes me over here. Okay, well, let's go see what's over here. I mean, that seemed to turn something off, which I feel like is probably useful. Can't open that door. Maybe that turned off the spinny ball. There's a bunch more stuff. Good God. Looks like I can't do anything with that right now. There's a steam on there. What happens if I turn this? Does the steam go off? No. Okay, well, let's go see if the knob that we turned does anything. I mean, it looks like there's a cable that goes back this way and in there, so... spinny ball? No, that's still on. Okay. Is it like this thing? Oh, the fan's off. Fan off. Oh, I can go into the fan. That's surprising. I would not have expected to be able to climb into this tube. But I guess that is kind of what this island seems to be about. Climbing through tubes. A book. Open the book. Tell me what's in it. Oh god. The latest ink formulation has proven a failure. Even when writing in my most promising books, I obtain only the barest glimmer of a connection. It is frustrating to expend so much effort creating a blank book only to end up destroying it when it doesn't work. There are days when the lab is uncomfortably warm from the flames of these failed attempts. The further I refine each element, the formulations of the inks and papers, the physical dimensions of the books, the more I realize that the list of potential combinations is nearly infinite. It is during moments like these that I despair. Without access to Dini, my long-term goals may never be accomplished. Nevertheless, there are excuses or avenues of research which remain to be unexplored. I'm discontinuing regular observations of the stars beneath the fissure, although I've been able to track the dark cloud-like formations that migrate through the star field and have proven that their paths are cyclical. Without proper instrumentation, it is pointless to continue. My general theory concerning the nature of the fissure has remained unaltered since it first appeared. It seems that the fabric of this age has been breached in a way that permits matter to be hospitably exchanged between two discrete but overlapping spaces. Much like a link, but the apparent physical contradictions surrounding this junction defy logical reason. The great column of wind that was formed when the fissure first appeared suggests a vacuum as one might expect in space, yet my early experimentations revealed the presence of a breathable atmosphere. That Atris and Catherine threw themselves into the void is further evidence that I might be able to travel, but without knowing its true nature, I cannot take the risk myself. It is also difficult to say what would happen if I were to reopen it after so long, but it is likely that the results would be catastrophic given the changes that occurred in this age and that time. Maintenance on the steam vent caps completed. I am extremely pleased with the continued success of the system. I believe the construction to have been true to the Dini designs of my memory, another example of the superiority of the Dini technology. It was iconic that Atris and Catherine unwittingly provided me with such a convenient source of power. Ah, I saw that smokestack. You turn the switch and it sends steam somewhere else, I guess? As with many of my views over the years, my thoughts regarding the origin of the fissure have changed. I have recently begun to wonder whether it was actually an unexpected byproduct of the changes Catherine and Atris wrote into this age during their escape. Certainly by casting their linking book into the void, they trapped me here quite effectively, but I do not believe that Atris intended the book to be lost in this manner. Much better to destroy it than risk the possibility of its falling into unknown hands. Although they had foreseen the creation of the fissure, they would surely have thought that the vacuum it created would eventually consume the atmosphere of this planet, a fate which Catherine undoubtedly would have deemed unacceptable for her home world. If I had not been there to supervise the construction of the seal, this most certainly is what would have happened, for the villagers were far too frightened to even approach the vortex without my urging. I hold on to the belief that it was an unintended consequence of their waiting for another reason as well. I prefer to think that my son had meant for this age to merely be a prison for me rather than a death sentence. The construction of the images has proceeded without fault. Imagers? It is interesting to see how easily I've been able to adapt the Dini technology to mimic that of the Ahmad. In some ways, the similarities between the two cultures are striking. I wonder if perhaps there have been communication or commerce between the two cultures in earlier times, maybe Ketra's people were even descendants of the Dini. It pleases me to think so. Turn, crank, elevator, moves, something. Note, it is possible that if I were somehow able to supply the books with a power source of sufficient magnitude, I could suppress the variance enough to facilitate a solid link. It is doubtful that the geothermal cap generators could provide such an enormous surge. Perhaps I could adapt the fire marbles? Some of the letters are kind of hard to read. I've been cataloging the natural elements of this age for nearly 30 years now, yet still I continue to find evidence of the Dini's preoccupation with 5. As a boy, it was very clear to me that the number 5 had a special significance to the Dini society. From the ancient heraldic emblems of the ruling elite to the humble homes of the commoners, it was ubiquitous. Its presence here is obviously a direct reflection of the minds that designed the texts that I used to compose this age. Further proof that through their art, the Dini masters were indeed creating the marvelous worlds they wrote, and not as many have mistakenly thought merely building links to pre-existing worlds. While most of my constructions have been based on Dini designs, I see now that the ones that I have imbued with the power of the 5 are clearly the most beautiful, the most perfect, and I believe the most structurally sound. That feels like something important. The eyes. I'm still attempting to determine how the Dini color symbology reflects the superior design principle. Although superficially it is based on a 6-color system, I am convinced that there has to be a deeper connection to the 2-5. I'll continue to investigate. I finally made a breakthrough. I have succeeded in modifying the 5 marbles to generate enough power to hold a descriptive linking book in a stable matrix. I've linked to a new world. It is a harsh and desolate age, but is nonetheless well suited for my purposes, and so I've designated it my something. By studying it closely, I believe I will eventually be able to create a more appropriate age for me to resettle on. For now, I'll build an office and set up my living quarters there in order that I may conduct my experiments in safety and without distraction. I must admit that I'm proud of my work. To think that in such primitive condition I've accomplished in 29 years what it took the original Dini centuries to achieve. Note, repair outerwear for work on this world. The goggles may need to be redesigned altogether. I've begun construction on a series of link sites for each island that will connect Riven with my new office on something or other. The Survey Guild has finally completed the site location for each island according to my exact specifications, and installation of the domes is underway at last. Work on the central power source got off to a bit of a bad start, I'm afraid, but the pace has picked up considerably since then, and I anticipate no further delays. Looking forward to finally having a civilized mode of transportation. So are all these like the railway cart and like the monorail and stuff that is transporting me between these islands? This, like, it was set up by this? And, like, the dome here is like something I have to interact with or turn off or whatever? I don't know. We've seen that KI symbol before. I saw that underneath an eye. There's like an orb that I could press, and it mattered. Due to the rebels' continued disturbances, it was decided to install a coded access system into all of the domes. KI, like DI, D backwards L, KH, DH. I don't know what really that means. I caught one of my assistants looking over this journal today. I'm glad I've chosen to write it in a language they cannot decipher. Note, discuss security with each guild master. No problems expected from the maintainers, educators, and surveyors. Question the bookmakers and builders more closely. Today I heard several more reports of spirit sightings with some of the villagers. It seems that under Catherine's leadership, the rebels on the Black Moyedi? I can't really read that. As the villagers obstinately insist on some of the handwriting is kind of hard for me to read, insist on referring to them, have attained a new level of sophistication in their terror tactics and have renewed their campaign to intimidate the villagers. Yes, more Riven into joining them. Playing up on their shared superstitions. The villagers are certainly susceptible to this form of coercion, especially given of late the rebels' increasing acts of vandalism and theft. This is a very long book. The tram traps have been steadily fruitful this year. Apparently the breakup of the islands has not adversely affected... I mean, I didn't really do anything. I poked around for a while until I found the hidden passages behind the doors that I kept walking by, and then just sort of explored, and now I'm reading this book, and that's about it. I imagine the rebels are experiencing a similarly generous harvest, no shortage of poison for their darts this season. Such morbid issues aside, the sudden availability has allowed me to refine a particularly pleasant extract from my pipe, and that is smoother than any of the others from recent years. Yeah, I found it eventually. It's sort of like, kind of accidentally. I figured there was something I was missing, particularly in the corridor leading to the frog trap, because I was looking left and right, and like I saw another building, and then there was like another pipe going off the other way. So in my mind, very clearly, you could go two separate ways as well. Like you can go this way and this way, because otherwise, why would those things be there? And the only place, so I just sort of clicked around a bunch in the screens between the door and the frog machine until I realized the doors closed and there was something behind them. It was like just me trying to pixel hunt and accidentally closing the doors. Chemical analysis of one of the rebel... Oh, and so like this apparently is a journal written by the dude that we're here to try to deal with. And it seems that like the big dome thing we've seen already, / like the transportations between the different islands are set up by him, I guess. Chemical analysis of one of the rebel knives has yielded curious results. Its composition contains elements that are unlike anything I've encountered on the islands. It appears they have access to a resource of which I am unaware, perhaps a mine or an uncharted island. Note, most of the knives have been found in the south side of the village. This is the same area in which there have been reports of people mysteriously disappearing. I think a closer inspection of the area is warranted. The fact that they leave these distinctive knives as a sign of their presence concerns me. They're growing more bold and seem to no longer fear discovery of their hideout. The latest measurements indicate that the recent trend has continued. The movement of the islands has slowed tremendously. My previous estimate predicted a total collapse in approximately 3 months, but with the new figures, I am uncertain. I've nearly finished writing the somethingth age, and I have every faith that it will indeed be a safe place for us to relocate to, yet it would be helpful to know what has caused the halt in this age's breakup. It is possible that it's stable after all. If so, I must discover how this age differs from my less successful attempts. My examinations of the age have thus far proven inconclusive. So he went to a different age, perhaps, and we're gonna have to go into that one to find him, and maybe we have to like find the book that'll take us there or something. Or perhaps someone's repairing the damage to the fifth age. If so, it would almost certainly be Atris's doing. It is. I reluctantly decided to abandon my experiments into the behavior of the water of this age, as there are more pressing matters which I must now concentrate, leaving me little time for such speculative research. For future reference, however, my investigation to this point have revealed the following. I believe the remarkable properties of the water to be caused by a life form that resides in it, specifically a type of bacteria. I'm imagining a... Can't really read that. Mobile? I mean, a unicellular organism. A motile? Notile? But one with structures capable of holding bits of water, whose combined effect is to be a surface tension. A stronger force causes the composite body of water to move in response to heat. Prolonged exposure to extreme heat, for example, a period of extended boiling, seems to kill the bacteria, which would explain its dramatic aversion to heat sources. Unfortunately, these theories are still not fully tested, and I remain ignorant both of its deeper nature and its possible uses. Oh, motile, I see. There we go. 2 to 3 hours, depending on how it goes. I have a trivia thing that I do with friends tonight. So at some point I'll have to like leave and, you know, shower and put on real pants, etc. An exciting development. Last night, a squad of maintainers stumbled across a lone rebel scout and obtained from him a most incredible device. It is crystal that somehow powers these flawed linking books, much as my own system does, but with an obvious advantage. It is small and weighs only a few pounds, making it completely portable. Catherine must have fabricated the device before I captured her, obviously with an explicit D&E schematic she must have brought with her to this age. If only I had access to such a document all these years. Regardless, I can now concentrate solely on the writing of ages, and need no longer worry about building elaborate power supplies for each new book I write. This is a sobering reminder, however, that I must continue to seek an avenue to the D&E. Regaining access to these resources may be crucial to the completion of my mission. Oh, there we go. We finished the book. There are nuts. The teapot. None of which I can seem to interact with. Can't interact with... Oh. 3. Mostly closed. I think that the I and the number matters. Because in the book, there's like, I have this coding system, and they were like labeled and had pictures of eyes on them. So I feel like knowing that this 3 is associated with like a mostly closed eye is probably relevant. Last week, while monitoring the situation of the villagers from the scope in my survey room, I observed some of the natives swim out to a small object that appeared to be floating, but anchored near the entrance to the bay. I ordered the object removed from the water for inspection. Several days later, however, I was surprised to see another floating there. The missing object had apparently and quite mysteriously been replaced with a new one overnight. I've long been aware of the existence of similar artifacts on the villagers' island, but I paid them little notice until now. Tomorrow I'll send surveyors to catalog the others. It's like an eye with a number on it. Ink pot, teapot. I wish I could like click on some of these things and knew what they did. So that's where I came from. This seems to not be helpful. Let's look at this workbench. Hey, it's a frog trap. Like a bosun's whistle. All experimental things. Like, ooh, hey, it's the frogs. He's dissecting, or he's catching frogs and learning about them or something. Interesting stones. Like, the fact that... So if this was a 3D game, I wouldn't pay any attention to this. I would like, ah, look, he's experimenting on stuff, and just sort of leave it alone. But the fact that, like, this is here and I can interact with it makes me want to click on stuff and, like, investigate it, even though if it's not necessarily useful. Like, this very well... Oh, the water's moving away from the heat. That's weird. I think that's what he was talking about in the book, right? Yeah, like, there's some sort of bacteria that have the water and move it around because they don't like heat. But if this was like a 3D game, I would like look at all this and be like, oh yeah, it's just for flavor and leave. But like, why would they go through the effort of like, you know, animating this and letting me click on it if it wasn't like, if it didn't matter, you know? So like, me here wants to click on everything even though it's not necessarily useful to do so. That was the door that was locked. We went that way. We can open this door, which is certainly a door. Oh, this is a way that I haven't been yet. So we're not done exploring in there, so we're gonna go look at that. Oh, no. Damn it. Can I do anything with this dome? Does not look like it. Okay, well, here's another... counting tree rings or something. That's a vice. It does not seem to accomplish anything, given I can't really put anything in it. Book, some jars, hammer, papers, books that I can't interact with. A button. Don't know what the button does. Is this a book? It is. It's a mist book, or an age book, but it's burned. Can I, like, keep it, or does it just go back in there? I guess it just goes back in there. I think this is the way that I came. Yeah, so this turned off the fan. Then there was this direction that had like one of these domes in it that seems to be... Oh, the stairs are up now. I guess that's because I pushed the button that was in there. These stairs were not up before. Oh, those stairs were up. It was these stairs that weren't up. And they're not doing anything. The only other thing I can think of was just totally the other way. There was that, like, spinny dome thing that maybe we can do something with. There was also the way that we haven't gone before. Let's go look at this spinny dome thing. Still spinny? Still spinny. There's like very clearly a different colored thing on it, but I can't click it. And there's also this over here that I can't seem to do anything with either. That looks interesting, but when I click on it, nothing happens. I feel like I have to make that stop spinning before I can do anything else. Oh, now this door is open, so that's good. Don't know what that button does either. Well, we have this way that we haven't gone, so we might as well investigator. This looks like another transport to a different island or something. Certainly is. I mean, do we go that way? Do we go there now, or do we stay here? Like, I don't actually know what I'm supposed to accomplish on a given island. Right, like, the other Myst game felt more straightforward in that you had to, like, get into the Myst, find the pages, find your way back. Here, it's a lot more unclear to me what I'm actually attempting to do in each area. I know that's what, like... yeah, exactly. Just find her, and then impression him, and then leave. Okay? But I don't know what that means. Like, the fact that there's a button that I didn't know what it did. I think maybe that just unlocked the door or something. I'm curious. There's a lever that didn't seem to do anything over by some stairs that I couldn't go up. I'm curious, if I push this, does this door not open? No, it does open. So, does it let me go up here? No. So I don't know what that button does. I was curious as if, like, because I'm pretty sure I pushed that button before I tried to open this door. So I wasn't sure if that button locked this door or not. Or if, like, let's, just for clarity, try it again. No? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that does. Do I have to, like, hold it? Is this one of those things where I can hold it? No. Okay, well, the only thing that I don't know that I can think of doing is going over here and seeing what's on this island, I guess, but... So we might as well go look. Yeah, exactly. I didn't mute it, it just fell over and stopped working. Oops. Well, let's see, the things that I said were, this place looks cool, the big hole in the ground was intimidating, and yes, the doors have me paranoid that, I'm missing something if I don't look left and right, and then that my mic fell over, and because it's on a cheap boom arm. No, this is just turning around. This is not accomplishing anything. Is it a... Oh god, there's a button. I did not see that button. What is this? Hello? I don't... I mean, these are all very clearly corresponding to the islands, right? This one is this one, 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 and this one is this one. But does that do anything? Like, so what is this doing? Yeah, I mean, they look like bubbles. As far as I'm aware, I can't get to any of those things. So what I'm curious about is if which one I have bubblified matters, or if there's like an order I need to push or something to like have them all bubblified. The one that I just clicked looks intriguing to me because of the big hole in the middle. I mean, we're gonna push all of them. I'm curious, like, seeing a puzzle like this, or like a set of switches like this, my puzzle game brain immediately goes like, there's a special order that you have to click on them to make something happen. But I don't know if that's true. I'm just gonna click on all of them and see what happens. And then I'll probably bubblify the one with the big hole in the middle, because that is intriguing to me, and maybe I'll go back down and look and see if there's anything that I can see. That looks different, though. That's not bubblifying. There's like a thing there. I'm gonna... Or is that a bubble? I'm gonna click this one, and I'm gonna click that one again. This is riveting gameplay. We watch these like very long animations. Is this one like... The other one's like bubble. And they kind of stay bubbly. Oh no, they all stop. The other one just is a small bubble, I think. I think the other one is the same. Riveting or rivening, yes. Both. Or yeah, ribbiting, given the frogs that we saw before. Oh, there's another thing over here. Okay. I don't understand what this is either. There's another spinny ball. Topographical extrusion test. I mean, it does look like that. But, like, the way this game is set up, it seems so unclear to me whether something that you can interact with is intended to be a solvable puzzle or just a thing that you can view to, like, gain the story of what's going on. Man, my voice is going. Right? Like, is this a puzzle that I'm supposed to solve, or is this just, like, an extrusion test? That you can just sort of play around with and see if it looks cool or not. I mean, it's a pretty horrible sound. So, like, those types of things are unclear to me, whether, like, is this something that matters? Or is this something that... it's just to, like, show you how stuff works? Can't seem to do anything with this. Nope. So I don't know what any of this is for. Button. Oh, good. Yeah, see, are these just, like, extrusion testing? Because that's what it looks like is happening. And is this just, like, to show to us, like, he's doing weird experiments, and we can see them and, like, gain context, or is there something I'm supposed to do here? Like, it's unclear to me when I've done a thing that matters. Are these just big extrusions? Like, if it is something that does matter, there's only one thing I can think of, and that is match. So, like, what shape is this? Wait, why is it different? Is it just showing me what it looks like now? I mean, it's different because this is telling me about what's on here. It's because I had a different. It's because I had a different one pushed. Right. So if I push this one, because I remember I'm pointing at the screen, like you can see what I mean. But like the bottom right shape that is like the slightly extended square. I remembered that the other dome thing that we were just looking at had a shape like that. So I was like, oh, well, what if we have to like make the dome match the thing that's here? But when there's only one option to click on, it doesn't really seem to matter for that top right one. And if the dome is just changing shape, so if the dome thing is now shaped like an L, like they're already matched, and I don't really know what... Yeah, so now it's shaped like an L. And I don't know what these are for. It does make the same one. What orientation is the L in? Let me go look. I don't remember. It is a standard L. So this is what it's supposed to look like. But as far as I can tell, they're just making the same thing. What is this for? Well, we haven't looked at the square or the square with a little nub either. Okay, well, so this square is extruding in like the top left corner, I guess, is what it kind of looks like from here. Square. It just makes like a big crater. Yeah, it's just making a particular shape. Like, this is just making a crater shape. No matter what orientation you're in. Yeah, I don't understand. This is just letting me explore the shape of a thing? We still have this that I can't seem to do anything with. Well, we haven't looked at this one, so we might as well, I guess. But like, it's super unclear to me if this is just meant to be a look what sort of experiments crazy guy was running, or if this is actually meant to be something I should solve in some way. I am unsure. Yeah. This is showing us like the dome. Yeah, this is the dome. I don't really know what this is for. feel like there's got to be something I can do with these spinny things, but I have yet to be able to find a button that I can interact with on them. And we've got this, which also doesn't do anything. Do I just go somewhere else? I don't know. Alright, so now we got this guy being all bubbly or whatever. But that doesn't do anything. This just takes us back to where we were. There's a handle sticking out of that, it looks like, which makes me feel like this is just a giant version of the miniature thing that's up there. But I just don't know what to do. I just have no idea what I should be doing. Go to a different island maybe and just see if there's something else that I can do. But this just seems to let me rotate around a particular thing and view it. Alright, so if I press this one, it'll be the left half of the dome. Yeah. I am a bit lost. I wonder how much stuff on the other island affects stuff on this island. If at all. I mean, there's like some levers that I don't really understand the purpose of. Should I go look at those again? I feel like there's something I should be doing here, but... Got all these little valves on these things. I don't know if this island means anything. Or not. There's the other side over here. How do I get over there? Yeah, for the most part is rhetorical. Looks like there should be a thing I can do over there, but I don't see a way to get over there. My orientation is right. It should be down here. Do not see a way to get down there, though. This like little crevice is cool. I like it. I don't know if I should go back or not. Can I just go out the door the other way? Is that a thing? I would like to go over there. Oh wait, I can rotate the thing. This should rotate the ship, and then can I leave? On the other side? I didn't realize the doors were only on one side. So now we can go over here, I guess. Yeah, and my brain feels slow today. I'm not sure what's going on. But I definitely feel less sharp than usual right now. I'm not sure why. Oh, yeah, Baba Is You is ridiculous. I haven't played it, but I've watched a bunch, and oh my god, is it ridiculous. This is kind of terrifying. I don't know what this is. I don't like it. But I guess here we go into the elevator. I've seen some people play some of the harder puzzles. But I haven't seen all of it. I've just seen some people do like there's a streamer that I like to watch YouTube videos of who generally does like city building kind of stuff, but he was playing it one day for some reason, and I watched him when he was already near the end, so I've seen a bunch of the end, but that's about it. Flag is you. Abba is win. I hate it. I don't know where I am, and I don't like it. Okay, well, there's only one way to go, so I don't need to worry too much about that. Oh, somebody in robes running away. We found our second incidence of a person, other than the person who just got stabbed at the very start. Well, do we follow them? Oh, it's like a magnetic monorail. That's cool. Is this a different... Yeah, so this goes to a different island, I guess. I mean, I assume I can recall it. It's taking a while, but it feels like I can recall it. But there's another way to go that I haven't explored, so I feel like I should go look at that. Hello, fish monorail. But there was up here as well. Oh boy, that looks intimidating. I don't know. Like, I have no idea how far I am. I don't know if I've barely started, if there's a bunch of things I've done. I have no idea. Oh, these are like the eye symbols. What does this lever do? None. Oh, I found one with a KI on it, and I found one with like a 3. I have played Myst. I beat Myst the other day on, well, like a couple weeks ago on stream. But the remastered version of Myst was my first experience with it. 3 meaning, yeah, that, Roman numeral 3. Oh, there was somebody there. Come back, screen. But I was reading like his journal, I guess, and there was like a bunch of eyes talking about like the number 5 and eyes with symbols on them and stuff. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So is that Catherine? Took a picture. Let me look at it. There's a mostly open eye that's sideways. There's a closed eye sideways. There's a closed, or like a mostly closed eye with a dot. There's a fully open eye with a dot. There's a vertical eye with a dot, and there's a vertical closed eye. Oh, hello. It's just like a viewer, I guess, that is letting me view things. Can't click on them now, though. Okay. This is, like, out in the lake, it looks like. I don't really know what it does, though. Yeah, see, these are the 5 eye symbols. Well, I mean, I can look at his notes, the picture I took, and see what order they go in, I guess, but... it's this one. Oops, it doesn't let me go around. Stop. This... That was the first one. Oh, hello. There's a whale. Or a weird fish? Hello, fish. Yeah, there are 6 symbols, but it's... The reason I call it the 5 is because they're mentioned under... It's like he says... although superficially it's based on a color system, I'm convinced that there has to be deeper connections to 5. I will continue to investigate. And then he has these 6 symbols drawn afterwards. The first one is this one. The second one is this one. But I don't know what this is doing. The third one was this one. The fourth one was this one. Why does sometimes it rotate once and sometimes it rotates multiple times? There's this. And the last one was the one that was just like vertically closed. Why does that not do anything? Will this bring the whale back? Oh, hello, fish. Is this like the frogs in that it doesn't really do anything? It's just like, hey look, we can show you an animal. And that's cool. I have no idea. I don't know what that is for. Maybe we'll go chase the man. I feel like some of these things might become more obvious the more I like explore around. Maybe we'll see some other things that will teach us what some of this stuff means. Or if there's anything I need to do with it. Stairs to hell. Is this just like a recall button? Presumably. This looks like it keeps going up. Due to this, based on the scrapes on the wall. But I feel like we should look while we're here. Fish! It's the fish. We were just in him. Oh god. I don't like the child. The creepy child is terrifying. Which way did I just go? Is this the way I came from? Yeah, that's the way I came from. Let's go left first. Anything here? Hello? Oh, this is like the first island. I was on this island already. No! No! Ugh. I'm gonna have to go all the way back around, aren't I? That's real annoying. I was hoping to go down further, because it looks like the elevator goes further according to the little scrapey thing, but guess we can't now. There's the man that was waving to me in the thing before. He was doing that before. Hello, man. Come back. Yeah, because we went down in here before. And this takes us to like this village that ended up having a sky crane train thingy that took us to where we just came from. And this is the way out. There's like a minecart over here. This took us to the ore thing. The ore place. Do we just go all the way back? Find somewhere else to go? Here's an eye. K-I. We found that before. Here's how we got to this whole section in the first place. Man, I'm not gonna lie, that was like real disheartening. Not being able to go back and keep going the way I was and getting sent back here. This is up here. That was in here. Down where we came from. Oh no, this is a different way. They're weird seal things? Or seal birds? Load seal birds. Can I go down? Oh, I can go down here. Excellent. Oh, there's another one. Mostly closed eye is an H, I guess. I lost my... Don't really know what those are for, but okay. Feel like they're probably important. There's like a shadow there. Don't know if I can click on it or not. I guess it's just a shadow. This looks a little different. Can't click on anything there though. Another eye. DI? It's like a DI? Yeah, I guess. It's probably the best way I can use to write that down. So I found like a KI that made a different sound than the KI. Please don't tell me there's more sound puzzles in this one. Like buzzing. Because the KI was like a screeching sound, and this one is like a buzzing sound. I guess we should probably go back. Oh, this fills up with water. I feel like we should go back to that one we found on the beach and listen to that one and see if it makes a different sound. I feel like mist and sound puzzles are a thing that exist. So we go back down here. It's like over here. It's like a rusty door or something. Maybe like a whale. Dory from Finding Nemo. Don't worry, I speak whale. Let's go back down here. There's another thing this way. Ladder, I guess. There's scrape. Oh, no, come back. There are like scrapes in the wall there. Don't know if that means anything, but they're there. Oh, hello. Secret tunnel. Oh, it's another submarine. Away we go, I guess. Oh no. No. This is bringing back horrible memories. Well, do we go left or right? Let's go left, I guess. So looks like maybe it's just a choose which way you're going thing. Seems like that could be it. Okay, so we went left already, so... Can I really just not leave? Why can't I get out? This looks different. If this makes sense, this should take me back to where I came from. But I don't know if it makes sense. Oh, do I have to rotate the submarine probably to get out, don't I? Because the hatch isn't lining up with the things. That looks like where I came from. I'm unsure. God, I hate this submarine. Because I forgot about rotating the submarine, I am already lost, which is pretty sweet. Okay, so this is where I was before, which is where I want to be. So now if I rotate this... and then I do this... Why can't I get out? I thought I had to, like, rotate the submarine to get out. Why can I not get to that? That's really annoying. Can I just go forward still? Nope. Well, let's try going the other direction. Yeah, I really don't like this submarine. I understand their purpose, I guess, but I promise you these are going to cause me no end of frustration. This looks like where I came from. So if that's the same place where I came from, I guess I go this way this time. Can I get out? No. Okay. So if this is the same, this is the way I want to go. Because this is a different direction. But I would like to be able to get out of the submarine, please. Ugh. Yawn. Let me out! Hey, I can get out here, it looks like. There's all these weird air pockets. Oh, well, I wonder if there's a way to, like, because I guess these are where the submarine is coming out. I was hoping I could get to this, because this looks like some sort of interesting thing, but I went to here and I couldn't get out of it. At least this looks like where I came from. So I feel like I'm at least in a new spot, maybe? I mean, we can go up here. And we might as well... No? Oh, yes we can. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Is this gonna do what I think it does? Oops. I was expecting them to move the bubbles, but I can't tell. I feel like I should have taken a picture of those before I started flipping switches arbitrarily. Well, if this is off, I don't really see a difference, though. Am I just being dense? I assumed it would sort of move the bubbles around, but I don't really see them doing that. I'm not sure if this is just me being dumb or like not noticing. Is anything here changing? I don't see anything changing. Okay, well, where did those go? Can I tell? Are there like tubes somewhere that I'm not seeing? No. I don't see anything changing, so I'm confused. I don't like hear anything changing either. No. Oops. Yeah, that's what I want. Nope. No. Don't see a difference. Something that I'm just realizing would have been very useful that I didn't write down was when I was in that like throne room that made the fish appear. Each of the lights was a different color. And in his book, he was talking about how the colors seem to matter. Which is a bit annoying. Because I don't know how to get back there. But I feel like that's something that is important. Giving that he called out colors in particular, and the lights made different colors, and they were associated with the little eye symbols. Which, you know, may have been a useful thing. Wait, what? So this is changing. Because I can't get back in there. But I couldn't tell how they were changing. Am I dumb? These have to be changing somehow. Because now I can get back in. Okay, so that was the second one that just turned on this. I don't remember what they looked like when they came in. So maybe if I flip them all up, they'll all be up, or if there's different, I don't know if there's different combinations or something here. But this is going to be really frustrating if I have to do this all like one at a time. There's red over there, which is interesting. I think this takes me to where I want to go. And let's hope that the switch has allowed this to work. I don't really understand how the switches work. Well, we can get out now. So perhaps I just had to turn all the switches up to like activate the ladders. That seems reasonable. Why did it go away? Comes back down. I was hoping I could like stand on it and have me have it pull me up there or something, but that doesn't seem to be what's going on here. And I can't really go any other direction. I can't do anything with it. It just goes away. I don't know what you want from me. I mean, I was hoping this would be an exciting thing. What was this sound? Would that let me lower something from up there? Do I need to get up there? Over here somehow, perhaps? I think I want to go right here if I'm trying to get that way. Allow me out, please. Good. So I think I've done the... Oh no, this is just a... Is this the way I want to go? Up? This is where I came from. So maybe not the way I want to go. I feel like I want to look better than I can right now. To be able to see better. No, I don't want to go back there. Am I? It really doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like I'm really doing anything. Like, it seems to me all I've really done is drive around to different, like, islands. I can tell that for sure. But, like, as of right now, it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything. Like, I don't feel like I've solved any puzzles. I don't feel like I've unlocked any new areas. I just feel like I've sort of wandered around and been lost. I don't know what I'm learning about the world. I mean, I'm sure I am learning something about the world. Because I, you know, will remember stuff that... Oh, I was already here. I feel like I'm learning something about the world, but I couldn't tell you what. Like, it's probably... There'll probably be a point where I'll see something and be like, oh yeah, it's that. I've learned that. But if you were to ask me right now, what of the things that I've learned do you think will be useful? I have no idea. Like, I'm sure the eye symbols mean something. I'm sure the weird... They're probably numbers. Not the eyes, the... like hieroglyphic things that look sort of like they should be Roman numerals but aren't. The only reason I say that is because this is apparently the 5th age, and then he was talking about other ages with those symbols, which makes me think they might be numbers. Hello? There we go. Yeah, well, it wasn't OBS this time. It was just my stream dropping. I'm fairly convinced it's an ISP thing where they see, like, there's a lot of upload traffic happening, and they think it's, like, torrenting or some nonsense, and they try to, like, cut off the connection, then Twitch loses connection, and then I have to restart it. And I don't think that's, like, a malicious thing. I think that's, like, just an automatic flag that happens to be grabbing me sometimes. But this is where I just was. So there's got to be a way to get to this one. It seems okay to me, but then again, that's also me, so who knows. So ideally, there's a circle there, which is weird. I ideally want to go right here, I guess, as much as possible. This is the thing that I don't want to... I don't know what it does, right? It's like the pull handle that I can not do anything with. Yeah, that's what I have so far. Let's just see if continuing forward does anything here. Or is this just taking me back to where I came from? I'm unsure. I think this is taking me back to where I came from. I wish I had a better, like, map. So I knew what I was doing. Or knew where I was going. Is this a different place, or is this back where I started again and I'm still just not understanding how this navigates? This is a different place. This is where I started. Okay, so what's in here? Anything? Creepy door. Oh, this is like a classroom? This must be like the learning cast or whatever it was called. That's a symbol. It's like a DI. KI. KH? It looks like a game. Are these, and then like, what is this, like a number and it's dropping them a number of spaces, like whatever you roll? Is this trying to teach you what the numbers are? Do I need to write this down? Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't even know what to call that. It's like Pi Mountain. Because it's pi, like over a mountain. DH of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like a DH was 7. KH 1, 2, that should be 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. He got eaten. See if we can learn more symbols. KH6, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and he got eaten though. Should be 7, 2, 3. No, it was only 2. Or DI is 7, maybe? Is that what that, or DI was 2? 3. KI seems to be 3. I don't know if this is something that is relevant, but D 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4. This should be 6, 7, 8. Nope. I guess I had that wrong. Well, it looks like they do behave sort of similar to Roman numerals. Or like this sort of H symbol, like, because DI is 2, KI is 3, DH is 7, KH is 7. It feels like it's some sort of Roman numerals, but kind of backwards. Right, like the right side is changing and then you increment the left up to a certain point. KI, 1, 2, 3. H, 2, 3, 4, 5. H is 5. So then what? So K, like KI plus H, you get like that weird KH sort of symbol, which is an 8, and that's 5 plus 3. Is that how that's working? Is I just a 1 then? Oh, triple I is a 1. So triple I, DI, KI is 1, 2, 3. This is probably really boring for everybody, but I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play one more time, I guess, and just see if I can get any new numbers and make sure I can confirm if I understand what they mean. I don't know what that is. Square, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's just the H, so it should be the 5, I think. 1. Oh, this one's about to end, so I'll play one more time, I think. Yeah, because he's just gonna die immediately. Okay, one more play of Whale Hangman. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be 7. One, 2, 3. And this should be, oh, what do we get here? 1, 2, 3. This should be 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa, what is that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know what that is. That looks like it should be 5 plus something. I'm not sure. I'm gonna... I really hope I don't have to work out the writing system.
Terekoi danni, ki bayem revat, alroyem beetig tavom, gabodona gayem.
Robo teacher.
Ram.
Starfruit, pen, slate. Man, I hope I don't have to work out this language because that feels like it's going to be real awkward. I'll take one more. We'll take a picture just in case it matters. Oh man, I'm gonna play another game of Whale Hangman though. One, two, three, four, five, six. What? Is that an HI then that I misunderstood? Or did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, I think I just miscounted the first time that I saw that. It's like Windows, maybe that's just an H. Well, it's triple I with a bar across. So what, 1 and then the left bar is 5? Is that what's happening there? Two, which I did know. Oh, yes. This should be 5. I just had the symbols mixed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4? Like rectangle in square is 4? I don't really understand how that works. So triple I 1, DI 2, KI 3. This is 4, then 5 is H, then H with an extra line is 6, then DH is 7, KH is 8, and the Pi Mountain is 10. I don't know what 9 is yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I feel like that one's 9. So it's H with a little square is 9. So I have 1 through 10 now, but I don't know how useful that is. I'm sure it'll come up at some point. So is there another ladder I can come out of? Oh, let's find out. I can't go this way. I need to turn around. I'm at a dead end, I suppose. Turn me around. Now go forward. I don't know which way to go. Hopefully this will let me look at where I am. Oh, this is a endpoint. It's this place again. So that's where we just were, right? I feel like there's maybe an area in... Oops, that's not what I wanted. I feel like there's an area in here that maybe I haven't been to yet. But I'm unsure if that's the case. It's so hard to tell by like looking from up here where you have and have not been yet. There's a weird telescopy thing there. I feel like this is somewhere that I have not been. No, I've definitely come from here. Did I? There's a man drawn on there. Okay, so there's also this way. Like up into the village, but I've been here before. There was a little girl in this one. I feel like I need to go... Maybe this will let me do something now? Oh, this is how I like dropped the submarine in the first place down there to let me do stuff. I remember over here. I was here before, and this lever, the submarine was like up here, and I pulled it, and it like dropped it, which had let me go do other things, I think. So I feel like this is what I've already done, and well, I mean, I guess I should try pulling that lever. I don't think it's gonna do anything. I don't even think I can pull it. No, I can't. So I don't think there's anything I can do over here. That makes me feel like I have accomplished something, I guess, in that, like, I went this way, I did a thing, it let me do another thing. I don't know what the other thing has done yet. But I've done a thing. There's up here, and then there's over there. There's a rotating ball. I've been this way. Hey, look, it's out. I need a map. Here's the fish that I accidentally came out of. Couldn't get back in. I still don't feel like I'm making good progress. Like, I don't really know where I am or what I'm doing. This is not a new place. This is where I just came from. This was down here. But there's this. Is this the way I came? Like, I think this is the way I came. And there's only two ways to go here, right? Like, I'm not... Like, when I press left, I expect it to turn me left, but it means turn around sometimes. I feel like there's a different way through here that I'm not seeing. I need a map or some nonsense. So I can go in there. There's another... This is the tunnel that I came from, though, right? And you came through that, and then around. This is the way up to the switches. I don't think this any... I think that's it in terms of... The only... I need to figure out what this is. I need to get there. When I get up there, I think that's the only other thing. Well, how many have I been on? One, two, and there's the there was the schoolhouse, there was the way up, and there was the way to the switches, and there's the way I came from. So I think I've been in all 5, because there's this one, there's this thing that I still don't know what it's for. There was the way I came from before I came here, which was like down some ladders and through a tunnel and stuff. There was the little schoolhouse, and then there was the place that led me to where there were the switches where I could raise and lower these ladders, presumably, so I think that's it. So I want to get up here. But I don't see how I get up there. Been through that tunnel about a billion times. That takes me around in a circle. This is the tunnel that leads me to the island with the boiler on it that I'm pretty sure I'd figured out. Or at least I don't know if I got everything or not. This takes me back down to this beach that I've already been to. Like this is a big circle. I feel like I need to leave this island and go do something else. But I don't know. Because this is a big old circle. It's just going to take me back up here. This is one of the exits to the water thing that I was on. I found this. It's an eye. It has the number 2 on it. And it makes like a buzzing sound. I pressed a button and this had to put a bit of water in it, and I don't know if that means anything. There's only the one ladder, right? That one. Because this is another way down. This was one of the possible submarines, which I did. So what I want to do is get up here, and I don't know how to get up there. Button. Those buttons tend to be like recall buttons. Yeah, the KI is like a squeaky thing. So that is number 3. I'm sure there's probably 5 of those too. I don't know, do I just go to a different place? Do I just... Why don't I turn around and go somewhere else? Just see if I can see something else somewhere. Now I close my eyes for a while because this thing kind of makes me nauseous. So I will look away. Oh, can I? Oh, that's useful. Right. I was in here all at the start. The H symbol is 5. There are pentagons. I feel like the number 5, 5-pointed star. You know, I'm getting hints that the number 5 is something I should care about. Not where I just came from. Yes. So there's gotta be, there was another way out of this temple, but I don't remember where it was. Nope. Oh, hello. Door. Ah, right. This throny thing. We played around with this before. Yeah, that's just opening and closing like the temple door, which is not something we want to close right now, I guess. That's how you get out. But this is the way I came initially. I'm just wondering if there's a particular thing that I need to do here. Like I might as well go. I'm gonna go back and see if I can see anything else. Oh, yeah, maybe not. Huh. So that switch resets when I push this button. So pull the switch. It's a different sound. Yeah, the sounds are different when I do that, but I don't know if that means anything. And it probably does. Which was the way I came? This way. That's the way I came. Wait, there was a... Can I look it up? No. Big old dome. I don't remember where I came from in any of this. Oh dear. Well, that's different. That looks like it should be an eye. There's a 5 on the ground again. Doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, there's a door. It's locked, however. Oh, there's one of those knives that. Oh, I can go under it. There's one of those knives that I saw drawn in the book, like that the rebels or whatever have. I didn't really mean to go through it. It was kind of accidental. Which way does this rotate? Does this rotate right? No, it rotates left. So I think I want to press it twice if I want to go have this rotated to where I just was. I'm unsure. I'm gonna might as well just try all 3. There's no harm in that. It's not like it takes very long. Oops. Yeah, so this is... Well, this takes me somewhere else. So I guess that's good. There's a button. Does this... What do these do? That sounds like it's raising the elevator or something. Button. That sounds like it's rotating it again. Oh, we found a different thing to investigate, I guess, which is certainly exciting. I don't feel like I got anything useful out of the other island. I feel like I should have, I don't know. I'm so used to stuff like The Witness or Mist or whatever, where like you finish the island and a laser beam shows up and you're done, right? Like, I feel like that's something. Yeah, so that door is open now. I want to go down and look at whatever this is, though. I turned off Steam. That was a Steam dome or whatever, as was described in the book. So... Oh, hi. Person writing a book. People learning about paper. Book. Fish monster. People worshipping a volcano. The cheese grater. And a steam boiler room. The gods sending man with book to hell. It's probably like the fissure or whatever that you keep hearing about. I don't have that much time left. Thought I'd be able to play for a bit longer than this, but I think I probably shouldn't. But we can seem to go into here now. Thought this was new and exciting. Okay, so this is where I came from. Oops. This door is still closed. But I have this switch. Don't really know what it's doing though. Okay, because when this door is open, there was like this had a grate across it, right? I think before, and now the grate is gone. It feels like something that's useful. I don't know what these like viewports are for. They don't seem to be useful.
Hi, Booger.
Oh, there are stars. Hello. Okay, because there was this, which we did. But why did it start again? I thought I turned that off. Oh no, I did turn that off. Good, that's what we did before. But maybe that's just what the intent was, and we're supposed to do something with that. Now we have this door, which I don't know what it does. I mean, while we're in here, we can push this button, I guess. Was there a switch on the inside of the other one, too? Did I just get, like, disoriented with the number of... There's a switch on the one with the steam thing in it as well, right? And I just got disoriented here. Into what? What? Eating an egg? There was a switch over there. So currently they're both up. Okay, so that switch is lowering that door. So what that one is doing... So I guess I just should have just paid more attention to when I came in here. So the purpose of that switch was to, once we came in through the underneath door, allow us to go into the other side so that we could rotate it again and get out a different way. I think. That is also making a sound, but I don't see what sound the purpose of the sound is. That door is still closed. We can leave here now. Aha, there we go. That's where we came from, I think. There's the knife again. Oh, we've seen this before. This was like in the extruder area. These were the shapes. I feel like these shapes are important. I'm gonna fall back to my witness habits of just taking pictures of things. There wasn't a different way to go there, was there? This is just going around. Yes, okay. There's a steam here. Well, instead of venting the steam, it's now being used to do something, which is a good sign. It had a picture of, I'm curious, it had a picture of like a bridge on it, and there was like a gap back here. No, that's probably wishful thinking. Maybe that wheel is what allows that. But I feel like that's something along the right track. Like the steam seems to be doing things rather than vent. I think the better, instead of just venting it, the better result should always be it does a thing. Oh, wait, that's lifted the bridge. No? Okay. So I feel like we need to, this is going to power the bridge mechanism, but we're going to have to press another button to lower it or something, so we should leave it that way. Here's another one. I mean, I feel like we're doing something useful here. Just not sure what. No, I feel like we're like turning on Steam to do stuff elsewhere. I wonder if there's a way to get over there. Does not look like it. There's another door over there that I think we want to get into, but I don't see how we get over there. I feel like that's going to be the door in here that is, oops. I feel like that's the door in here that is locked or whatever. Unless there's suddenly a bridge over here, which doesn't look like it. Oops. Yeah, I feel like that's over here. But this door is still closed, and I don't know how to open that yet. So this is just all this. This is literally where I started the game. There's a hatch there. Don't know how to do that though. Oh. Is this like a microscope? No. Well, we've activated this now, which is something that we didn't have before, I guess. I don't think this was doing anything before until we got the steam turned on. This has like a knife jammed in it, so we can't turn this. I think there's something else over here that we're not seeing. Otherwise, what is... Oh, I can go this way. That's what's going on. There's a big fall. Don't fall. I wonder if these have got to do something. Green. There's like blue there. Blue. Blue. I didn't notice the colors before, but there's colors here doing something. Right, that's made that blue. That's made that blue. That's made that blue. So those just to help us to know which ones are on, I guess. There are 5 buttons, which always seem to be useful. I don't know what those buttons are for. I feel like those buttons have got to be useful somehow. those buttons are gonna bother me. Well, I can't push them when this is down, so that's certainly a thing. What if I just turn them all on? Oh, they reset if you back out of it, so I guess that's not really a thing. Am I reading too much into these colors? I feel like I am. I feel like I'm reading too much into those colors. I don't know if they do anything. I feel like they should do something, but I don't know if they do anything. I feel like this is probably a good time to stop. You know, my next thought is, you know, go back to where I came from, go back up here, maybe see if I can find something new, somewhere new to go to or whatever. But I don't think I'm gonna get very far before I definitely have to stop. Like, I have a pretty hard stop in like 15 minutes. So I think before we explore something new is probably a good time to stop this. Well, I don't feel like I've made a ton of progress, but apparently other people feel like I have. So I guess I'll listen to the people who know the game more than I do. Explored a bunch of areas. We seem to have found 4 different eyeballs, so I guess there's another eyeball that we're missing somewhere, because there's 5 of everything, it seems. We seem to know some numerals. We've activated some bridges in some places. I don't know how useful that'll be, but we've activated them somewhere. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'm gonna call it here. When can I stream again? Wednesday or Friday? I'm not sure about Wednesday yet. Friday is the next guaranteed day. So if you want to come watch more Riven, feel free to come hang out or hit that follow button or whatever and see when I'm live again. But it'll either be Wednesday or Friday based on my real life schedule. So thanks everybody for hanging out. I've been Steak Mittens. I will see you then, and have a good Labor Day and a good evening, etc. And I'll see you next time we play. Thanks, everybody.